Good morning. Welcome back. On today's episode of Amy didn't feel like doing her hair and makeup. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, y'all. Okay. Today I'm going to be sharing with you... Gaia, could I have a moment? Thank you. I'm going to be sharing with you how I meal plan and make my grocery list for the week. I get groceries every week. I do it on Sunday, typically. Saturday we do go to the farmer's market. There's honestly not a lot of produce there. It's more like a maker's market, I guess you could say. But I'm going to show you my process, how I do this. And I have a $60 a week budget. Sometimes it's a little bit more than that. So for the month, I only spend $240 on groceries. Sometimes it's cheaper one week and then more the next because I need a staple or whatever. So honestly, it can really depend, but that's for two people. I really don't spend a lot. And when I say groceries, I just mean food items. That's not including like household, like paper towels, cleaning, anything like that. So that's just our food. So being vegan isn't expensive. And sometimes, like I said, it's a little bit more. And a lot of these things I could probably live without. But I just like to have certain things on hand at all times. It makes it easier because I make a lot of the same meals every week. And then I do a variety. So the first thing that I do when I am starting my grocery list is actually happens during the week. So if we're making something and I notice we're low or out of something, then I'll go ahead and write that down. So like last night we made homemade pizza and we used all the pepperoncini that we had, excuse me, the like little pickled pepper slices. We used all the jalapenos we had. So I went ahead and I wrote that down. And we also used mushrooms, which I just buy every week. And then I also write down the stuff that I buy every single week, which is potatoes, usually mushrooms, kale right now. Yeah, so I'll write down like those kind of basics. And then things that I knew I was out of that I didn't get last week. I'm out of ramen, coconut milk, and my seaweed snacks. So I do need to get those this week. So I like to write it down. You could obviously do this in your phone, on your tablet, whatever, but I'm a paper list kind of gal. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to pick out our meals. So I have over 100 ebooks. I did a vegan bundle last year or year before. It was like $50 for like 70 books, and then or more than that probably. And then I did another one. It was a raw vegan bundle. I haven't used that one as much, but there's some good stuff in there too. So I'll go through those or any cookbooks. Or I also have a list of like my favorite recipes, and so if I haven't made one of those in a while, we'll make that. So I'll scroll through those. A lot of them are obviously like labeled, the books are. And then I also have a bunch from like High Carb Hannah and Plentiful Kiki. The Lean for Life book is really good. I'm in Eat More, Way Less. I haven't been in there in a while, but the book for that, Lean for Life, is actually really good. So I use that as a reference a lot, I'll be honest. And yeah, I can just, if there's a particular recipe that I want to make, like something, and I don't have a recipe for it, or I don't just like know how to make it, and I don't want to wing it, I'll just Google search it. That's what I'll do. And like I said, I've got a list of some of my favorite stuff and then also some stuff that I want to make. So this past week I actually made some stuff that I haven't made in a really long time, like broccoli, cheesy rice casserole. I made Hannah's mushroom bok choy soup, which my husband loved, and he wanted that on the menu again this week. So I'm going to go ahead and write bok choy because I've already got mushrooms on my list. And then at the bottom of my grocery list, I tend to just write what my meal plan is. And I don't put it for a specific day, I'll be honest, because some days I'm not feeling it. And then also like temperature and stuff, I feel like, yeah. Oh, I want cucumbers because I've been loving making a cucumber salad, which reminds me that I'm low on soy sauce because I put soy sauce in it. So I'm going to add soy sauce to my list. So see how it kind of just spirals. So yeah, I'll look for new recipes or just go back to some old favorites. We're probably going to do fried rice this week. I have some tofu that I need to use, and I also have some frozen like fried rice mixes that I want to use. So we're going to do that. For breakfast, I always have potatoes and a vegetable, and it's usually potatoes and broccoli. so I always get broccoli. And I have plenty of lemons. I put lemon on that, but I am low on limes. So yeah, I'm just gonna pick out some recipes, and then we're gonna go to the fridge, and we're gonna go to the pantry and see what we need. So in my fridge, I usually keep like toppings and stuff. So like I said, we've only got a couple jalapenos left. We used all the pepperoncini. I've got marinated mushrooms. I've got so many of these. Ooh, I probably should get some more capers. I don't really eat the capers as much as I use the juice for my Caesar dressing. So yeah, I've got plenty of rice vinegar for this week. I try not to buy too much and have it, because that will really mess up the budget. You know, if you just like go overboard on everything you're kind of low on. I have extra soy milk even if I run out of this. This is a creamer. That's another creamery that I've had. We're looking good here on all of these. Again, soy sauce is getting kind of low. I have more hoisin already. So that's good. My fridge is already looking pretty empty. It's only on Thursday, by the way. I know I go grocery shopping on Sunday, but I really like to be prepared. So this is my kale. That'll definitely be gone. All I have left is carrots there. I've got some fresh dill, some blueberries. I'm good on fruit, honestly, and I also have a bunch of these mini avocados. I've got a bunch of lemons. I only have 1 or 2 limes. We haven't been eating the blue cheese as much. This is our last container. I've got more kimchi. I'm going to use this tofu this week. Then we're just going to be in the pantry, and I'll go through and make sure like I have basics. So like white rice, I'm obviously good on. Can just look in here, but figured I'd show you. This is jasmine rice. It's my favorite, because even though I have a meal plan, sometimes I just don't feel like making that or want to make something specific. So I have the basics at all times. Nutritional yeast, I always double check, which I know I've got an extra bag. Raw cashews, I always check. I just filled up some last week, so we're good this week, because I use this to make most of my dressings and sauces. This is my onion basket. Oh, there's a baby spaghetti squash, so we'll need to figure out something to do with him. We're good on onions. I need to freeze this ginger. I will cut and freeze it. We're good on onions and garlic. Potatoes obviously will be gone. I have a few little ones in here. These will be gone by the by Sunday. And then I have a basket of all of my canned goods, and I know I'm out of coconut milk, like I said, and I'll go through, because I did use some chickpeas this week, so I want to make sure I have at least 1 other can of chickpeas. And yeah, I just make sure I have at least like 1 of all the beans that I could want, also just in case, because my husband likes chili and stuff, and sometimes he'll think that like, oh, you know, I'd really prefer to have chili tonight. He doesn't say that often, but if he did, I would have this stuff to make his favorite foods. If he wants a lentil sloppy joes, I would just need the hamburger buns, that kind of thing. So I am out of rice noodles. I am looking at my noodles right now. I have a few bundles of these ramen. I'm out of rice noodles, and I need that for the bok choy ramen soup. So glad bok choy mushroom soup. So glad I came in here for that. So yeah, and then I have like a little container down here that has all my extra. So I always have like extra marinara, lots of ketchup. We don't run out of ketchup. And I have extra barbecue sauce and vinegar and stuff. So we're good. I just need to add rice noodles to my list. So we're gonna add rice noodles, and the way I do my list is produce versus non-produce. So I just have half that's produce and half that's not. And I typically will go to 2 grocery stores at least, sometimes 3. I do as much local as I can, but honestly, it can be really expensive, and depending on where you live, what's in season. I live in Florida, so I'm pretty lucky that a lot of things are in season year round. But yeah, I get most of my stuff at Walmart. I have a Sam's Club membership, which is like Costco. So I like to get my potatoes, my broccoli, mushrooms, cucumbers usually, and my limes and stuff. Basically my produce there, because it's just so much cheaper to buy it in bulk, and I eat it all because we eat so much produce, obviously. So the rest of this I can either get at Walmart, and then I may go to the Asian market because they have like all the different kinds of rice noodles, and they also have coconut milk, seaweed snacks, the ramen I like. Yeah, so that's that. So I just work on this list, and I'll show you guys when my meal plan is finished and when my list is finished, and I'll show you what I came up with for the week. Okay, so since I'm kind of a control freak, once I got my list ready, I had to scratch some things out, so I rewrote it here. But what I like to do then is go back and put the approximate prices of everything, and then I'll add it all up. And if it's more than I want to spend, I'll go through, see what I can cut, see what I can get a cheaper version of. So for example, I was going to get fresh cauliflower, but it was more, it's ended up going to be like $4. So instead, I'm going to do a frozen cauliflower, which will only end up being like maybe $2. And that's going in a soup anyway, so that won't make a big difference. Yeah, the kombucha I'm going to cut back on and just get 1 bottle. So that's what I do. The seaweed snacks I just cut off completely because that was a want, not really a need. Same with the fried tofu that I'd put for the curry. So all this comes out to $58.78, and there is no food tax in Florida. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. Yeah, so I've got my menu planned out. I don't plan, like I said, the specific day. It'll be just what I'm feeling. So we're gonna have curry, mushroom wild rice soup, mushroom bok choy soup. My husband loves mushrooms, and it's kind of, and they're more like stews really. We're also gonna have some little corn tortilla pizzas, which I already have that, and I'm gonna make cucumber salad, as I always do. And so we'll just have several things, and I tend to make more than necessary so that we can have the same thing a couple times. But hope this was helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you get notified every time I upload a new video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.